Today I'm gonna show you how you can use ChatGPT and WordPress and use them together efficiently. This can save you hours of hard work, but also I'm gonna show you a few negatives and ways you should never use ChatGPT because it can negatively affect your WordPress website. It can even completely ruin it. So let's get right into it. As you can see, I'm inside my WordPress account, and let's start with something easy. For example, I don't like my tagline. Well, I simply need to go to ChatGPT and use simple prompt to tell GPT that I want to go and create tagline. You can see I'm asking for 10 SEO optimized tagline for my WordPress website. I also want to make sure that all of those results are under 60 characters, because this is somewhere of a recommended ballpark whenever you are creating taglines for your website. So you definitely want to go and write this inside it, because what ChatGPT really likes to do is make a long responses, which are useless in this case. So you can see I really took my time with describing my website. So whenever I'm gonna go hit on it, you can see that they will start generating some advices, and all of them are within 60 characters, which is great. And they're even writing it inside here. And you can see we have few options. I, for example, really like this 8th one. So I can simply go and place it inside here and hit send. Now let me show you another absolutely great way how you can go and use ChatGPT. So I have this blog post about how you can go and create a restaurant website. And if you are like me and have basically creativity of an average banana, you would definitely like this, because you can simply go inside here, even as a complete beginner, and use something like Yoast SEO that will allow you to go and manipulate the Google preview, what people gonna see whenever they are Googling for you. And you want to go and do a few stuffs inside it. For example, generate focus key phrase, and also your SEO title and SEO meta description. So I simply need to come inside here and ask them to create 4 SEO optimized title for blog post about, and you will simply write your blog post, and we can see those results are quite good, I would actually say. And you can even go and play around with the number of words you want to go and display. So for example, in the next one, whenever we are creating a meta description, which is basically what is shown inside here, I want to go and limit it to 156 characters, because if you have over, you will not be able to see it. And you can see if we don't put up the amount of characters it should be within, it can go and exceed it pretty well. So I'm going to go and put up 156 character cap, and see if ChatGPT can go and actually deliver. And you can see this is quick, easy, and it actually sounds really good. Learn how to create a stunning restaurant website using WordPress, even if you are a beginner. You see, I would actually go and change this hour to mine. So you definitely don't want to go and blindly follow what ChatGPT is telling you, but you want to go and use it and a little bit optimize it for your own personal use. So I would definitely go, take this and use it, but only change mine. Now, this is not the only way you can go and use ChatGPT, because it can go and replace a lot of stuff. For example, let's say you want to go and proofread something. There are definitely some external softwares that can do it, but they cost a lot of money. But we can actually go and ask ChatGPT to act as a native English speaker and proofread the text I will give you. And you can go and repeat this with all of your blog posts. So you don't need to go and hire proofwriters, and you can save a lot of money by this. ChatGPT is definitely great in this basic stuff. So I want from ChatGPT now to go and proofread this definitely wrong sentence, okay? If you like this video and want to see more video, subscribe to channel my you are watching now, right? And let's see how ChatGPT can go and fix this for us. Remember, I put it specifically to act as a native English speaker. And also, I try to emphasize, do not change the context of this sentence. And we can see the results inside here. If you like this video and want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel you are currently watching right now. And it sounds pretty good. And you can see it also generated all of the correction it actually made. So we can go and use this pretty simply. Okay, so this is my website, and I want to go and put up few blog posts in there. So let's ask ChatGPT if they can actually go and help us and produce HTML and CSS version. Okay, I don't want to go and use stuff like Elementor. So let's see if ChatGPT can go and help me. I'm going to ask it a very simple thing. Create a blog page display template using Bootstrap responsive design with a card layout. So the end result should look something like this. So let's actually see what ChatGPT can come up with. Okay, we can see after a few times, it took a few seconds, but it actually generated something pretty good. Now I want to go and give you very valuable advice. Before going and putting all of this stuff inside your actual WordPress, you want to go and try it out. And there's a very good site called replit.com. When you simply can go inside here, paste whatever code you have inside here, and hit run, and it will actually go and run to you online inside here, and you don't need to go and waste a lot of time. You don't need to go through all of the hassle of backing up your website, and you're gonna go and everything's gonna be bad and you have to go and restore it. It just doesn't make any sense. You want to come inside here, it's completely for free. You can create a free account and you can do this for free. And you can see this is exactly what we wanted from ChatGPT to actually create, and they gave us the entire code, so we can simply go and put this inside our WordPress. Now be careful, you are choosing a theme that will go and allow you to do stuff like this in free version, or you can go and even pay for it. Now this looks also very good. Now I also see this tip for ChatGPT. You can see that it automatically uses something called lorem ipsum. So it is basically some placeholder text. So whenever you are, for example, creating a website and you need some text to put there to visualize it, or even if you are trying to print something, they are using something called lorem ipsum. So let's say we want to go and create 17 paragraphs of some natural looking text. So I'm going to go and create generate, and you can see it actually created something like this, which is complete nonsense, but it will make it more visual like this, that there is something in there. And I have actually seen people using ChatGPT to replace this, okay? So they're not using lorem ipsum anymore, but they're putting stuff inside here. So let's say you are creating a restaurant website and you don't want to go and use this nonsense text. So you will come inside here and basically ask ChatGPT, hey, please give me 178 words about seafood, and it will generate some random text for you. You can go and use it there. So if you can use it, definitely use it as well. But now let me actually go and show you something interesting, because we have seen that ChatGPT is giving you some of a more, let's say, general stuff, okay? The text it's generating, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's more general. But we can go and make it sound like it was written by someone else. So for example, I'm gonna ask you to write the first paragraph of how to build a restaurant website using WordPress, but in Stephen King's style. So let's see if ChatGPT can actually deliver. And you can see it actually delivered, which is completely crazy. The restaurant was nothing but an idea, a flicker of thought in the mind of its prospective owner, a spark that could ignite a blazing inferno of culinary greatness. Well, this definitely doesn't sound like your generic stuff you would find on a website. With trembling hands, he opened his laptop and navigated to the WordPress website. So you can see you can use ChatGPT also in this specific way to go influence however you want to have your blog post or even meta description being written. But keep in mind that ChatGPT is trained for stuff or events before 2021. You can actually see it inside here as one of limitations and warning. So limited knowledge of Word and events after 2021. So if you see some new blog post, you cannot go and replicate it, like write it as blog ABCD, because ChatGPT doesn't actually have access to internet. But if you want to have something from more established writers like Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, or people like this, you will definitely be fine, and it can definitely make your WordPress website stand up a lot more than it is already today, because this is very creative. And once again, for us people who have creativity of an average banana, this is game-changing. But before we actually get to creating long-form posts, we want to go and check what is great, absolutely one of the greatest things about ChatGPT, and that is creating your blog post outlines. Or you can even go and ask it to create your homepage outline and all of outlines like this. But I want to go and demonstrate how different they can be. So firstly, let me go and put it just very simply. Create a blog outline for a blog that is about this, how to start a restaurant website, okay? And it will go and do its task. But it is very different whenever we want to go and actually provide ChatGPT with a little bit more information So we want to go and tell it, hey, you are creating this outline, but also keep in mind that you are making it for complete beginners. And we want to make sure that it will be able to go and rank on first page of Google. So now I've generated both options from ChatGPT and I'm going to put it side by side for you. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you right now which one is the long prompt and which one is the short one, but you obviously know it. And what I want to go and demonstrate with is that it is so much about what you put inside ChatGPT. We have been asking for the same thing. We have been asking for blog outline for exactly the same description of website, how to start a restaurant website as a complete beginner by using WordPress. And you can see it gave us drastically different ideas, and definitely this one is much better. It's more towards beginners, what we wanted, and it actually goes and gives you little hints what you are supposed to do. Why am I telling you this? Well, because this is a good segue to our long post segment, which is why many of you are here. So let's take a look at it. Now, when it comes to creating long-term content, people are divided into two groups. One that absolutely hates ChatGPT, and the second one that absolutely loves it. One is saying you should never use it. Another group of people is saying you should always use it. So what is the truth? Well, I'm somewhere in the middle, and I want to go and show it to you how you can actually use it in some ways. I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually go to marketplaces and literally buy ChatGPT prompts. So I'm gonna go and filter from ChatGPT. I'm gonna sort by most popular, and you can see it inside here, all-in-one marketing tool. You can go LinkedIn post generator and all of stuff like this. But I want to actually show you how you can go and use some of this ability completely for free. You want to go to Google and search for something called AIPRM ChatGPT. This is completely free Google extension, and you want to go and install it. And I will show you what it can actually do to your ChatGPT. So let's come back to ChatGPT and let's use this plugin. You can see it, I have it already inside here. If you don't see it inside, you simply go to this puzzle icon, click on extension, and find it inside here. And you can see I have it inside here. And you can go and pin it, so that will mean that it will be automatically locked in this position. And you can actually go and make sure that this is set up on when you click on extension. So you can see this is your basic ChatGPT layout, but if I click on this, hit reload, it will actually show you a lot of pre-existing prompts, and you can go and search for it completely for free. So you can go and see outline articles, keyword strategy, or stuff like this. You can even go and search from topics. So for example, SEO, productivity, marketing, operating systems, but also few another activities, and also sort by few stuff. So for example, we can see most viewed ones, which you can also see inside here. This has over 300 views and over 200,000 usages with many likes. So we can see that people actually like this quite a bit. And we can see stuff like supposedly human written content. So when I click on it, I will go and ask ChatGPT with this pre-existing prompt to go and build me a human-like blog post about how to make a restaurant. And you can see the response is pretty good. So you definitely want to go and play around when it comes to ChatGPT. You have so many options inside it, and the best part, it's completely for free. You can even go and create your own prompts and even go and share it with all of those people. You can see there are hundreds and hundreds of prompts already ready inside here. And I'm gonna give you a little tip. If you don't see the prompt, sometimes you can go, click back, and come back to that prompt, and it will actually show you the prompt, what you have been asking it. So this is something you definitely want to go and keep your eye on it. You want to go and try it on your own, because this is the best way to determine if it's actually worth it for you or not. Okay, but now let's also talk about few negatives. One of the biggest is definitely going to be this one. Limited knowledge of world and events after 2021. And this is very important to know if you are creating some time-sensitive content. This can, for example, be also in stuff like technology. If you're writing about this completely new technology on TV, well, ChatGPT cannot really help you that much because it's not aware that this technology actually exists now. And it will give you sometimes even harmful or incorrect information. So still, I would highly suggest you to go and proofread what actually ChatGPT wrote for you. And also, remember, ChatGPT is really one of those cases, what goes in, that goes out. If you put a low effort content in, it will give you low effort content back. We have seen it on this exact example, okay? And lastly, this is not even ChatGPT's fault, but this is, I think, people's fault, because they still somehow don't understand that ChatGPT is not connected to internet. So we cannot go and actually use it for stuff like keyword research tool. Yes, we can find few phrases, but we cannot go and believe that we can go and rank for those pages, because they have no idea how to rank for this in this example, because they don't have the data, because they are not connected to internet. So what does it mean? If it gives you some suggestion like this, well, it can have few problems. It can sound very good, but if you look at it on another side, it can actually show you that nobody is basically searching for this. So you will be wasting a lot of time inside here, okay? So don't treat ChatGPT as your employee. I would actually go and think about it more like your virtual assistant. So you can, for example, use it as your copywriter assistant. As I show you in the first example, you still want to go and proofread it, but you can go and interact with it and make your work so much faster. You can go and definitely create a great blog post outlines. You can actually go and use it to go and create some HTML and CSS or even JavaScript if you need to. It can definitely help you in all of those senses. You just need to learn how to use it. And the best way how to do it is by actually practicing. So you can actually go and watch this video that will come up in Monday, and it will show you the tip number 1, how you can go and practice on WordPress without needing to worry about backing up and restoring your website if something will go horribly wrong. So you definitely want to go and check this out. And also, if you want to go and actually create a great WordPress website and connect it to Google and do all of the stuff, you can go and watch this tutorial I made, because we went from completely blank Google page like this to end result looking something like this. And that's something that ChatGPT can go and show to you. So that's everything from me today. If you like this, definitely subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So have a nice day. Goodbye.